Hello students, today we are going to see miscellaneous exercise on chapter 6, questions 6, 7 and 8. Question number 6. Find the intervals in which the function f given by f of x is equal to 4 sin x minus 2x minus x cos x by 2 plus cos x. Number 1, increasing, 2, decreasing. Increasing or decreasing, first we have to find the critical points. Find f dash of x equal to 0 and find the critical points. Second step is we have to divide the interval. Third is you have to find, suppose the critical points are c1, c2. We have to find whether f dash of c1 is greater than 0 or less than 0. Then we have to conclude. Then you write the solution. So these are the 4 steps involved in this. First we have to differentiate the function. So f of x is equal to 4 sin x minus 2x minus x cos x by 2 plus cos x. Let us differentiate. So we are going to use u by v method. You know u by v is, differentiation of u by v is v square v u dash minus u v dash. So differentiate. So v is 2 plus cos x the whole square v. So 2 plus cos x. We are going to differentiate this. So 4 sin x is cos x minus 2x differentiation is minus 2. Minus, you have to use uv here, u into v here. So bracket x into differentiation of cos x is minus sin x plus cos x into differentiation of x is 1. Minus uv dash. So u is the entire term. U is this 4 sin x minus 2x minus x cos x. Differentiate 2, that is 0. Cos x is minus sin x. Now open the bracket. 4 cos x minus 2 minus into minus plus x sin x minus cos x minus 4 sin x minus 2x minus x cos x into minus sin x. Now multiply 2 into 4, 8 cos x, 2 into minus 2 minus 4, 2x sin x minus 2 cos x, then 4 cos square x minus 2 cos x, then x sin x cos x, then minus cos square x, then multiply minus, so minus into minus plus 4 sin square x, minus into minus plus into minus, or minus 2x sin x, then minus into minus plus into minus minus x sin x cos x. So you know that these terms get cancelled, 2x sin x and you have one minus 2x sin x, then x sin x cos x minus x sin x cos x get cancelled. So you have 8 cos x minus 2 cos x minus 2 cos x, that is 8 minus 4, 4 cos x minus 4, and you have 4 cos square x, and here you have 4 sin square x. So that will give you 1. So this is 1 minus 4 here, minus 4 plus 4 into 1, that is minus 4 and plus 4 get cancelled. So we get, because sin square x plus cos square x is 1, this will become plus 4 and minus 4 get cancelled. So you get 4 cos x minus cos square x by the denominator. The denominator is 2 plus cos x the whole square. Now to find the critical points, f dash of x should be equal to, you have to equate f dash of x to 0. So let us equate this to 0. This cos x is 0. Cos x is equal to 4 is not possible because cos x value lies between minus 1 and plus 1. So cos x equal to 0, that means x is equal to, you know that cos x is 0, x is 2n plus 1 pi by 2, this is a general form. Put n is 0, you get x is pi by 2. Put n is 1, you get 3 pi by 2. After that, when you put n is 2, you will get 5 pi by 2. 450, this is outside 2 pi. Let us take this interval 0 to 2 pi first. So in this interval 0 to 2 pi, we divide this into 1, 2, 3 parts. The critical points are pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. So write the critical points pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. Cos x is positive in the interval. This is the first quadrant. 0 to pi by 2 is the first quadrant. So cos x is positive. So if f dash of x is greater than 0, that means the function is increasing. Pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, from here second and third quadrant, cos is negative. 3 pi by 2 to this, that is the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant, cos is positive. F dash of x is greater than 0 in the interval 0 to pi by 2 and also 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. So we write f dash of x is greater than 0. The function is strictly increasing. When you put the open bracket, you have to write strictly increasing. And then pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, f dash of x less than 0. The function is strictly decreasing. I put the open interval, so put strictly increasing. 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi, the function is greater than 0. The function is strictly increasing. So finally the conclusion is 0 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 to union 0 pi by 2, union 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. The function is strictly increasing, and here the function is strictly decreasing. So we have taken only the interval 0 to 2 pi. So if you generalize, how do you generalize it from this to, from this, if you see 0 up to this 2 pi, after 2 pi the function is repeating. So the period of the function is 2 pi. Just add 2n pi to this. So it becomes 2n pi, comma, pi by 2 plus 2n pi. Then pi, here pi by 2, 2n pi, everywhere you add the 2n pi. 2n pi plus pi by 2, comma, 2n pi plus 3 pi by 2. 2n pi plus 3 pi by 2, 2n pi plus 2 pi. So add 2n pi with this. 2 pi is the period of the function. 2n pi if you want to generalize. So 2n pi, here also add 2n pi. The function is increasing. Similarly 2n pi plus pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 plus 2n pi. The function is decreasing. And 2n pi plus 3 pi by 2, 2 pi plus 2n pi. The function is again increasing, where n is an integer. Now we move on to the next question. The intervals in which the function f of x is equal to x cube plus 1 by x cube, x is not equal to 0, is increasing or decreasing. So first we have to differentiate the function. So f of x is equal to x cube plus 1 by x cube. X is not equal to 0. So f dash of x is differentiate. So it become 3x square minus 3 by x power 4. Okay, x power minus 3. The differentiation of this is minus 3 x power minus 4. X f dash of x. So to find, first we have to find the critical point. So equal to 0. So you get 3x power 6 cross multiply 3x power 6 minus 3 equal to 0. So 3x power 6 is equal to 3. So x power 6 is equal to 1. So x is equal to plus or minus 1. Plus 1 power 6 and minus 1 power 6. Next step is we have to divide the interval because nothing is given here. So let us take it from minus infinity to plus infinity. So in between you have minus 1 and plus 1. And you know at 0 it is not defined, isn't it? 0, the function is not, the 0 it is not defined. X is not equal to 0. So x is equal to, take a number in this interval. So x, this is positive. The f dash of x is greater than 0. So in the interval minus infinity to minus 1, f dash of x is greater than 0. Therefore the function is strictly increasing. Then minus 1 to 1, take a number from minus, not 0, don't take 0. 0 is not there. So this area minus 1 to minus 1 to minus 1 to 1, f dash of x is less than 0 and the function is strictly decreasing. Okay, minus 1 to 0 and 0 to 1 also the same thing. So minus 1 to, then what about 1 to infinity? The interval 1 to infinity, you take a number from 1 to infinity, for example you take 10, same, it will become positive. So 1 to infinity, f dash of x is greater than 0. So the function is strictly increasing in that interval. So the question is, where is it increasing? So when x is less than minus 1, union x greater than 1, the function is strictly increasing. Then minus 1, when the function is x is from minus 1 to plus 1, x is not equal to 0, the function is strictly decreasing. Question number 8. Find the maximum area of an isosceles triangle inscribed in the ellipse x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 with its vertex at one end of the major axis. We assume that a is greater than b. Because nothing is given about the ellipse, which type of ellipse is not given. There is an isosceles triangle. So let's consider ABC is an isosceles triangle with one vertex at with its vertex at one end of the major axis. So this is the vertex C and it is at the end of the major axis. So this is an ellipse. In an ellipse, you know that this is a major axis and this is the x-axis is the major axis and y-axis is the minor axis. The end point, this length OC is a comma 0 and this point will be minus a comma 0. And you also learned last year the parametric equation of an ellipse. If you do as a parametric equation, it will be better. So parametric equation is the point x comma y. We can write x as a cos theta and write y as b sin theta. This is called as the parametric equation. If you substitute here x as a cos theta, you will get x square by a square plus y square by b square. Substitute x as a cos theta, you will get a square cos square theta by a square. Y as b sin theta, so square it, b sin square theta by b square. So it will give you 1. So this x is equal to a cos theta, y b sin theta is otherwise called as the parametric equation of this ellipse. So I can write this point A as a cos theta, b sin theta. Then this point B will be, because it is the fourth quadrant, you can write it as x is positive. It is in the fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. So a cos theta minus b sin theta. Now because it is an isosceles triangle, you know that when you draw a perpendicular, it will divide the base into two equal halves. This length DA is equal to DB because it is an isosceles triangle. This is OD is, what is OD? A cos theta. X coordinate, this is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate. What is OD? A cos theta. And what is AD? B sin theta. What is DB? Minus B sin theta. DA and DB will be equal because D is the midpoint. How D is the midpoint? Because this triangle is an isosceles triangle. So we are taking this now. Now let us find the area of the triangle. So the area of the triangle ABC is half base into height. The base is AB. So it is equal to area is half, base is AB and the height is CD. So it is equal to A half AB. What is the length of AB? The y coordinate. What is the y coordinate here? B sin theta. What is the y coordinate here? B sin theta. Only the magnitude. Don't take the direction here. So the total length AB will be 2b sin theta. B sin theta plus B sin theta. So this AB is 2b sin theta and the length CD. CD will be, you know that OC is A. From O to C is A. The vertex is A comma 0. So OC is A. OD is the x coordinate. So CD will be, the length of CD is OC minus OD. OC minus OD. What is the length of OC? OC from O to C is A. What is the length of OD? The x coordinate. So that is A cos theta. So CD we can write it as A minus A cos theta. So it is equal to we can cancel this 2 and 2. So area is equal to, take out a outside, so AB sin theta into 1 minus cos theta. This is the area of this triangle. Now maximum area, the question is area, maximum area. So we have to find the maximum area. So that means differentiate this to maximum or minimum. First step is we have to find the critical points. Put f dash of x is equal to 0. Find the critical points. Then second step is you have to find f double dash of x. Maximum means f double dash of x should be less than 0. If the critical point is C1, then f double dash of C1 should be less than 0. AB sin theta, multiply and divide by 2, that will give you 1 by 2 AB, 2 sin theta cos theta will give you sin 2 theta. Okay, now you can differentiate. So dA by d theta is, so I multiply and divided by 2, AB, 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. Now differentiate. AB cos theta minus 1 by 2 AB sin 2 theta is cos 2 theta into 2. So cancel this. So you get AB cos theta minus cos theta minus cos 2 theta. So to find the critical points, we have to equate this to 0. So cos theta is equal to cos 2 theta. They are equal only in the first and fourth quadrant. So we can write it as, or cos theta is equal to cos 2 pi minus 2 theta. Right? They are positive. They are equal only in the first and fourth quadrant. So you can write it as theta is 2 pi minus 2 theta. So 3 theta is 2 pi. So theta is 2 pi by 3. So this is the critical point we got. Now we have to differentiate the function again. So differentiate it again. So d square a by d theta square. So when you differentiate the function, you get AB cos theta will become sin theta minus sin theta minus AB cos 2 theta will become minus signs will become plus 2 into sin 2 theta. Now substitute the value. Theta is 2 pi by 3. So it is equal to AB, you take it out, minus sin 2 pi by 3 plus 2 into sin 2 into, so 4 pi by 3. So what is 2 pi by 3? 180 minus theta. 2 pi by 3 is pi minus pi by 3. That is in the second quadrant. So second quadrant, sign is positive. Give you minus sin pi by 3 plus 2 sin 4 pi by 3. 4 pi by 3 is pi plus pi by 3. So tan it is in the third quadrant. Tan is positive, sin is negative. So that will give you minus, so sin 4 pi by 3 will give you minus sin pi by 3. Sin pi plus minus will give you negative minus. So that is equal to AB minus 3 times sin pi by 3. So substitute the value here. Minus 3 times sin 60 is root 3 by 2. So it is negative. That means when theta is 2 pi by 3, d square a by d theta square is less than 0. So this theta is 2 pi by 3 gives maximum area. Now the area is half. We have written the area as half. This is the area AB sin theta minus AB sin 2 theta. So area is AB sin theta minus half sin 2 theta. That is equal to AB sin 2 pi by 3 minus half sin 4 pi by 3. So that is equal to AB sine 2 pi by 3 is, just now we found sine 2 pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. Second quadrant sine positive. Minus half sine 4 pi by 3 is minus root 3 by 2. So it is equal to AB then root 3 by 2 plus root 3 by 4. That is equal to AB 2 root 3. Take the LCM. So 2 root 3 plus root 3 by 4. So that is equal to 3 root 3 AB into 3 root 3 by 4 square units. So the area of the triangle is, maximum area is AB 3 root 3 by 4 square units. Thank you.